G'day, guys. It is Drew here for Metal Roos, and I am absolutely stoked to be sitting with, in my opinion, one of the greatest singers on this planet, one of the voices that actually got me into metal as well, Tarja Turunen. I hope I pronounced that right. It's difficult to speak, but hopefully I got it. How are you doing?
Thank you so much for your words. Really great. No, I'm happy. Greetings from Spain this time.
Spain, interesting. Are you on tour at the moment in Spain or just holidaying?
No, I live here. I live
Oh,
here in the
I did not know
southern
that.
part of Spain. Yeah, I've been here for I think for 6 years for now.
Yep.
I came from Buenos Aires, from Argentina,
Hmm.
and so kind of a Latin vibe is continuing in my life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was a part of it going to, I guess, like Buenos Aires and Spain, wanting to escape some of the harsher cold weather of Finland?
Yeah, actually, the darkness,
The
even
darkness.
though there's a lot of darkness in me, and it inspires me, but I find my darkness as something really beautiful. And it's kind of like for me, the creative force I have to
Mm.
write songs, to get inspired. But the darkness, I can't bear it. I mean, I need light. I don't necessarily need the heat,
Yeah.
all that. I'm not the person that lays under the sun and on the beach and all that, but the light, I need it.
Yeah, I feel like it is definitely good to get out and get some sun. You just feel more energized and rejuvenated
Exactly.
when you get it.
It's a lot
I
of
couldn't
vitamin.
imagine.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah,
it is very hard.
yeah,
Actually, my brother or my family, they all suffer. So it's not
yep.
like every Finnish person is really comfortable with the darkness they deal with. They need to really deal with it.
Yeah.
So it's tough.
And I guess speaking of the darkness, that's a really good segue into the Dark Christmas album, which I had to listen to today. And as
Oh,
somebody who isn't normally a fan of Christmas music, I absolutely loved it. They're just the different textures and the almost cinematic feel of the album as well. What sort of inspired you to go in that sort of direction with it?
uh, I had a previous album done in that way already. It's from Spirits and Ghosts. I can show it to you. I have it here. Um, this kind of
Mm.
this look and the inspiration for the album came from all the lonely people from Christmas. I mean, I have been thinking about it because of myself. My Christmas is very changed. In 2003 already, my mom passed away,
Mm.
and I needed to like find my way to again to enjoy Christmas, and it was really tough. So like, and then when I became mother myself, and I saw the joy of Christmas in my daughter and all that. So I kind of started again the love for Christmas. Finland is a Christmas country.
Mm.
We have a lot of traditions, Christmas traditions, and all that. But then again, there are a lot of lonely people in Christmas. There are a lot of lonely people, and the sadness surrounds us
Mm.
during Christmas because we get to think about the people that are not longer around us and all that. So I thought of making an album for those people that do not enjoy the jingle bells, the commercial side of
Mm.
Christmas music. Uh, for my previous album, I took songs that are not necessarily that known, but this time I went for the ones that are absolutely known
Yeah.
songs, and it was a huge challenge to really rework them to make these arrangements for them, but I really loved it. I loved it, the whole progress and the process for the album this time. Yeah, it was a nice challenge.
And it
Mm.
would have been a bit of a departure from something like Outlanders as well, which is sort of, again, Outlanders, another album I absolutely loved. But how did you sort of differentiate the process between those two projects? Because they are very, very different in a lot of ways.
And I was working with them like simultaneously. I
That
was,
would have been
was
hard.
working with them. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm always putting myself into the time is my biggest enemy in general. I mean, I'm doing a lot of projects at the same time, but I enjoy that. I
Mm.
enjoy that. It's the music. It's the music that helps gets me inspired, helps me to get to the mood. I don't necessarily need to, this album was actually this time it was recorded during winter, but
Mm.
winter in Spain, where I can see the palm trees here still hanging and all that. But but the darkness, the spirit and all that comes with music, and the beautiful orchestra that I was having, there to really record these songs. Oh my God, it's really, and the love for classical music that I have still very vivid in my life. All that, it's inspiring. So it's not that hard, but yeah, you need to be on it, like mentally and very, very well focused, and also the emotional state of your mind, it needs to be there.
And I think it came out very well. Like I said, both albums, I think, absolutely fantastic. One thing that I found interesting when I was reading the press release as well for the Dark Christmas album is 12 music videos with it as well. And like the sound, it is very cinematic. So it makes sense to me to have sort of that thing. Talk me through the process of filming those. Like, were you a part of all the videos?
I was definitely. Yeah. I'm part of everything. I mean, not such thing that I'm not doing or I'm not aware of. Being an artist is a 24/7 job. I mean, everything is there. But hey, we went to Poland to film the videos, 12 videos. This time I wanted to do it not only like, okay, focus on one song and do a music video for one song. We filmed everything. We got images from a Polish company, really, really good company. They've been working with movies and all that. So they understood my concept. Like, my idea behind this was like having this, as you said, cinematographic sound, put it out there in images. I mean, and we filmed, it's not like we did a Lord of the Rings with the 12 songs, but we shot nice images. We had some children there, some actors there, some dancers there, and it became really beautiful. I mean, it's Christmas album. It's not like like I said, a huge production and so, but it's somehow suits very well with the music, seeing the images. And now we are actually discussing globally. We are discussing to have some cinema companies involved to have a pre-listening party for many countries in cinemas with the Atmos mix that we did for the album. It's a Dolby Atmos mix, so which would be the better place to listen this album properly is a cinema. So we are now discussing that. So before the album is coming out, so hopefully there are also already many locations confirmed, but we are still on the process.
Yeah, I think that would be fantastic to see.
Yeah, my fans could go there and just like, okay, seeing the images as well, but that is not the point. Listening the album with this Dolby Atmos mix. That not necessarily every one of us, we have this incredible sound system like I do have it at home, but not everybody has that. So
I've got a friend with a Dolby Atmos system, so I'll just go to his house and say, I'm listening to this for the next 50 minutes. Get out or stay and enjoy.
Right.
I want to switch gears a little bit now as well, because I heard that you are also touring with Marko for the first time in 18 years in Brazil next year. What sort of went into that, and how does it feel to be getting back on the road with somebody that was so instrumental to the early part of your career?
Yeah, we did a couple of shows with Marko in Switzerland and in Finland, where we got to perform Phantom of the Opera after 18 years, It was my idea, because it was the Switzerland show where the promoter was asking that if I am fine that Marko is coming. I was like, absolutely yes. And then I was asking, come on, but hey, I want to sing with you. It's been too long, and he was totally fine with it, and it was really exciting. I mean, really exciting moment for the people. I know that some fans came ever down from South America to this show, the first show. But we had sang already together with Marko in one Christmas project, actually, in Finland some years ago. We sang Ave Maria, and there we got to really meet up, and he was actually apologizing me in that, and made me cry and all that. But anyway, it was the moment when I kind of cleaned the table with him. We are fine. So after all these years, we get together now and we celebrate music together. And it felt like a right thing to do. And now we are going to go on tour together. South America, we have a lot of shows in Brazil, Argentina. They are deciding more countries now, and it's getting together. And it's really, really nice.
Yeah, that would be great. I feel like if you brought that tour to Australia as well, there would be a lot of fans and a lot of support here, because we all absolutely love all the work that you do.
Believe me, how much I have tried to get over there. I mean, man, it's been a long time in making. I mean, really wish to come down to Australia. I've been there only once. I mean, with Nightwish in the past. So it would be really amazing to be able to come back and, feel you again.
It feels like in the sort of concert scene, I guess, in Australia at the moment, that it really is the right time for a lot of that stuff as well, because we're seeing a lot of acts recently announce that had not been here for a very long time. Like Machine Head and Fear Factory are doing a tour coming up. Like, we're getting a lot of different bands. So I feel like if there is a time to strike, like while the iron is hot, it is over the next sort of 12 to 18 months. I feel like Australia's just ripe and ready for sort of the taking for that sort of stuff.
That is amazing. I have seen that also. I'm following many of the bands, and I have friends, and they've got the opportunity to go there for the first time, many of them. So they're like, wow, it's amazing. And yeah, I really wish to work it out.
Yeah, fingers crossed that you can come down here, because I know I definitely would want to go see the show. Would you bring something like, I guess, the Living the Dream tour like you did in the US here if you were to come?
Yes, Living the Dream. I'm still on doing that. I was recently in South America. I'm still gonna go back with that, and Europe is still to be done. And so, yes, please, I would love to. Yeah, it's the best of album. God damn, so many years have passed by already since I started my solo. So a lot of years.
And it's such an impressive back catalog as well. I know, like, every time I hear one of your songs pop up, I'm just like almost taken back to sort of my formative years, because Nightwish was a big part of the reason I got into metal. I still vividly remember sitting in school, I think it was in like year 10 or something, and my friend showed me the Siren for the first time, and I was like, I don't know what this is, but I love it. Like, this is absolutely amazing. How do you feel like your years with Nightwish helped prepare you to go on this journey as a solo artist?
Of course, having had the knowledge or the experience of traveling, and how is to tour, and how is to deal with all the madness, as a musician on the road. Of course, I have had that experience, but I have to say that everything else is very different. Being in a band is one thing. I was a singer in a band, and that's it. I gave my voice, I gave my face, my image. We did beautiful music together, but that's it. As an artist, I do everything. I mean, I write my songs. That's the first thing. I know that with Nightwish, I didn't write any songs. I did some vocal arrangements, and that's it. But the thing is that I had to learn. I had to find my confidence. I have to learn, trust myself and my instincts and all that. I had to find people to work with. Wow. So everything is very different. Very, very different.
Well, I think you've definitely done very well in it. And when you say like people that you worked with, I know you worked with like Satriani recently, and Al Di Meola, Marty Friedman, like collaborating over the years. Is there anybody that you would love to collaborate with that you haven't yet? That's probably a broad question. There'd be like, you could pick a lot of names.
Wow. I mean, man, there are just so many amazing musicians around. I mean, one can dream, but there's so many. I mean, I am already working on Outlanders #2, so writing songs and expecting to have some pretty amazing guests.
Cool. I'm very much looking forward to that.
Yeah, but it's like, it's unbelievable. Talking about Outlanders, it was a project out of nowhere. I mean, it's so different than what I have done ever before. And all these incredible guitar players, they wanted to take part, and they saw that as a challenge for many of them, playing something that they have never played before. Really great. Music is connecting, music is universal, is connecting when there is a certain emotional state that is togetherness, and it works. And it's really, I feel really humbled and really, it was unbelievable to go through that.
Yeah, it's an album that kind of took me by surprise. It wasn't something that I expected. Now, I don't want to keep you too much longer. I want you, obviously, it's a nice day outside, so if you want to go out and enjoy the sun.
I have a complete day of promotion ahead of me, so don't worry.
Fair enough. Is there anything else that you want to plug or throw before we wrap the interview up?
Oh, wow. Please help me to get down there. That would be amazing. Yeah, that's what we talked. I mean, no. And I hope all of you people, you get to listen to my new album, Dark Christmas album, and appreciate it. I really hope that it will give you a good feeling, even though we are talking about darkness. And yeah, I did it in a very, very dark way, but very different way.
I feel like it's got this cool juxtaposition to it where you have the familiarity of the Christmas song, but with those dark and sort of almost sinister overtones, that it just hits in a different way, I feel. And I think the album's going to be amazing, which comes out on the 10th of November, I believe, everywhere. I'm excited to continue listening to it, and I'm excited for more people to hear it. Tarja, if I got that correct that time, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Happy
Halloween.
Happy Halloween indeed.
Frosty the Snowman is the first single coming out on Halloween. 31st.
That's one of my favorite songs. So I'll
be
keeping my eyes out for the video.
Thank you.